evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's presentation of the Epic Basketball League 1972-73 season. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave, and it is a big one tonight. A couple of Cinderella stories battling it out to see who will move up to the gold championship tier of the Epic Basketball League playoffs. And as you all know, the Epic Basketball League is a 20-game regular season followed by the playoffs. The playoffs are organized into bronze, silver, and gold tiers. We are finishing up silver tier action here tonight with Game 3 between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Seattle Supersonics. And these are two Cinderella stories. Seattle making their way up out of the bronze tier of the playoffs. They got through the bronze tier. They got through the top-seeded Atlanta Hawks in a 2-game sweep, and they find themselves one win away from the championship tier. But standing in their way, another Cinderella story and the worst franchise in basketball history up to this point in time, the 9-73 Philadelphia 76ers. But the 76ers managed to knock off the Detroit Pistons in 3 games, and now they have forced Game 3 here in Seattle. And the winner of tonight's game will go on to meet the Milwaukee Bucks in the gold tier of the championship playoffs. So it is an exciting night here with a couple of Cinderella stories battling it out for a chance to play for the gold tier and the championship round of playoffs. As we welcome Zalapsky Smurf to the chat room. Let's go Raptors. It's a little early in NBA history for the Raptors to be a factor, but we admire your passion nonetheless. The 76ers are favored by 5 as the home team here in the Philadelphia Spectrum. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. For Seattle, it will be Fred Brown at the point guard. Second-year man out of Iowa. Joined in the backcourt by the veteran sharpshooter Dick Snyder out of Davidson. The wild man at the small forward is John Brisker. And the superstar Spencer Haywood is your power forward, and he is the main man of this team. First team All-NBA in 72-73 with league averages of 29.2 points per game and 13 rebounds. And the big man in the middle, Jim Fox, 6 years out of South Carolina, 11 points, 11 rebounds per game. That is your starting lineup here tonight for the visiting Supersonics. For the homestanding 76ers here in the Philadelphia Spectrum, it is Freddie Boyd, the rookie point guard out of Oregon State. He was an all-rookie team member in 72-73. Number 5 overall draft pick, finished the season with 10.5 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fred Carter out of Mount St. Mary's is the team's leading scorer at the shooting guard position, 20 points per game. Manny Leaks, a rebounding stud, in there at the small forward. John Block has also had a very solid playoff run, the 7th-year man out of USC at the power forward. And at the center position, we have the veteran Leroy Ellis, 6'11", 210 out of St. John's. His season averages in 72-73, 14 points and 11 rebounds. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a cold one, enjoy the ball game. It is a big one here tonight from the Philadelphia Spectrum. And we are ready for the opening tip-off. Fox and Ellis to jump it up. The ball is in the air and controlled by Seattle. Supersonics will have the first possession of the night. They are moving from right to left on your computer screen. And right off the tip, we've got an open shot from the perimeter for Dick Snyder. Snyder's jump shot is offline, but John Brisker crashes the boards for Seattle and grabs the offensive rebound. Brisker takes it up strong and scores it for the first basket of the night. 2-0 Seattle. Sixers are going to look inside to Manny Leaks, the young fella in the paint, shoots and scores. We're tied at 2. Seattle now back on the offense. They've got a baseline look for Jim Fox. Fox from the baseline, his jump shot is good. He scored 17 in the Game 2 victory, in the Game 2 defeat for Seattle. Philadelphia trails 4-2. They've got the basketball. They're looking down low to their big man, Leroy Ellis, on the low block. Ellis gets it, pumps, fakes, steps around Fox, lays it up, and good. And he is fouled by Fox. Nice move by Leroy Ellis. He'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Ellis, a very good free throw shooter for a big man, 80% on the season. He drops that home, and Philadelphia has their first lead of the night, 5-4. Sonics bring it back. Freddie Brown has it out on top. Sends it over to Snyder on the wing. Snyder drives to the basket. He's cut off by Ellis. His shot is off the rim, no good, but Spencer Haywood is there for the offensive board from the weak side, and Haywood slams it home. 6-5 Seattle. Philadelphia back on offense with Boyd. Calls his own number, wants to attack, tries to go right, and has his pocket picked by Freddie Brown. Brown dribbling the other way. Seattle has the numbers. Brown dribbles down the center of the court. Ahead to Haywood, and Haywood's fouled by John Block. That is his first, and the first team foul of the night. That foul is on the floor. Seattle will have a side out, still leading 6-5 early in this ball game. John Brisker to inbound. They send it to Haywood on the baseline. Haywood steps around Manning Leaks, gets into the lane, off the glass, and kisses it in. 4 points for Haywood. Seattle up 8-5. Here's Boyd with it, looking to set up the offense. Sends it to John Block on the baseline. Block's baseline jump shot falls short, and Spencer Haywood takes the rebound for Seattle. Quick outlet to Dick Snyder. Sonics have 3-on-2 going the other way. Snyder dribbles to his left. Cross court to Brisker. Brisker lays it up and good. Seattle quickly on top, 10-5, as the fans in Philadelphia are trying to get behind their team for one more run at the championship series. Philadelphia with the basketball. The open man on the inside is Block. He's got it down low, working on Haywood. His short rainbow jump shot is off the backboard, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Haywood. And John Block will go to the line to shoot 2. Block connects on the first. Block hits them both, and that cuts the lead to 3. 10-7, Seattle with the lead and the basketball. Sonics off to a good start. Both teams off to a good start offensively. Seattle now looks on the perimeter to Big Jim Fox. Fox from the baseline, drives to the basket, stops and pops. It's no good. Fox gets his own rebound. Fox on the putback attempt takes it up strong and hits it. Good second effort by Jim Fox puts Seattle back on top by 5. It's 12-7. Philadelphia now with the basketball. Once again, they look to John Block on the baseline. He can't hit the jump shot, but he gets his own rebound. Block takes it up strong from the paint and drops it home. Second effort baskets by both teams, and Seattle still leads by 3, 12-9. Here's Freddie Brown from the outside, sends it over to Haywood on the baseline. Long jump shot by Haywood is no good. and the rebound bounces out of bounds, last touched by Seattle. Philadelphia basketball, they trail by 3. Once again, they're working it to John Block. Block working on Haywood in the paint. His shot is no good. Block gets his own rebound and sends it back out to the top of the key where the Sixers will reset the offense. Now they look down low to Ellis. He's got it near the basket. His jump shot spins out, and John Brisker takes the rebound for Seattle. Seattle back in transition. They find Haywood on the low block. He's open for the short jump shot, and he scores. 6 points for Haywood. He leads all scorers. Seattle's back on top by 5. Philadelphia on the offense. They get it to Boyd. Boyd out on top. Fakes left, goes right, gets into the lane. His little teardrop is short, and Freddie Brown comes out of there with the long rebound for Seattle. Brown with possession now finds Brisker open on the wing, but Brisker's shot is offline, and Freddie Boyd takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Long rebound, Boyd dribbles out ahead of the pack. 76ers have a 4-on-1 opportunity. Seattle slows him down. Boyd gets it. Brown's going for the chase down, and Boyd is not able to hit the layup. Brown got him from behind on the chase down block, and Dick Snyder rebounds for Seattle. What a sensational defensive play by Freddie Brown to prevent the fast break layup. 8 minutes to play now in the first period, and it is Seattle on top 14-9 with the basketball. Freddie Brown has it on the outside. He's working on Boyd. He ducks into the lane, dumps it off for Bricker. Brown gets it back. His layup is off the glass and good. Nice little two-man game there, and Seattle has opened up a 7-point lead, 16-9. Philadelphia now looking to make something happen. Boyd passes to Carter. Carter to Block on the baseline. He drives. His little jump shot is off target, but Block gets his own rebound. Block with the putback attempt is good. Quickly, 6 points and 3 rebounds for John Block. He is keeping it close for Philadelphia, but the Sixers still trail by 5. Here's Freddie Brown on the outside. He comes off a screen. Brisker set him up nicely. Brisker gets it back. His short jump shot is no good, but Haywood takes the offensive rebound. Both teams pounding the offensive glass. Haywood's putback attempt is deflected by Block out of bounds. Seattle will keep possession. Both teams crashing the offensive glass. Early in this one, 7.5 minutes to play. Seattle by 5 with the basketball. Off the inbounds play, they get an open look for Snyder, but Snyder has it tipped out of the air by Ellis. Jim Fox takes it down out of midair. Fox with his attempt at a turnaround jump shot is way off target, and John Block takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Sixers now have numbers going the other way. It's 4-on-3. Freddie Carter with it on the top of the foul line, drives to his left, takes it all the way by himself, lays it up, and good. It's a 3-point game. Seattle 16, Philadelphia 13. Seattle runs the offense. This time it's Brisker on the wing, defended by Leaks. Brisker cannot get the shot to go. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a loose ball foul. That is against Philadelphia. That is against Manny Leaks. That is his first. As Zalapsky Smurf observes, Milwaukee versus Philadelphia in the next round would be yikes. Yikes indeed is a good word for it, but that's what Philadelphia hopes to accomplish here tonight if they can get past Seattle. Seattle right now holds a 3-point lead with 7 minutes to play in the first period. Seattle on the offense, they dump it in down low to Haywood. His shot is off the back of the rim too strong, and Manny Leaks takes the rebound for the 76ers. Sixers will take it slow back the other way. Leroy Ellis is open on the baseline, but his shot is off target, and Jim Fox rebounds for Seattle. Here's Brown. He's 18 feet out. Finds Brisker on the wing. Bad pass stolen away by Carter. Carter with the steal for Philadelphia. Sixers gain possession. 6.5 minutes to play. Philadelphia still trails by 3. Philadelphia sets the offense. Boyd looks to get it over to block, but it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Seattle. Philadelphia to inbound with 11 on the shot clock. Leaks to inbound. They look down low to block. Block in the paint. His turnaround jump shot is no good. But we've got a loose ball foul on the play, and that is charged against Brisker from Seattle. John Brisker picks up his first foul, and Philadelphia will keep possession. On the inbounds play, they go down low to block. Block on the inside with a little layup, gets around Brisker. His layup rims off, tipped around by Ellis. Ellis snatches the offensive rebound. His putback attempt is also off the back rim, no good, and John Brisker comes out of there with it for Seattle. We've reached the midway point of quarter number 1. Seattle holds a 3-point lead, 16-13 with the basketball. Seattle now looks to Snyder on the outside. He's scoreless so far tonight. He's defended well by Carter, has to give it up. Gets it over to Brisker, and Brisker stops and pops and gets it to drop. 8 points now for John Brisker to lead all scorers. The Seattle lead is back up to 5. Philadelphia working hard with John Block, but he cannot get another one to drop as he drives it to the baseline. Ellis with another offensive rebound for Philadelphia, and on his attempt to put back, it's tipped away and stolen by Freddie Brown. Seattle now 3-on-2 coming the other way. Brown with Snyder and Fox on the wings. Fox has it on the baseline. Finds Snyder cutting to the hoop. Snyder lays it up and good. First basket of the night for Dick Snyder gives Seattle their biggest lead, 20-13. And the Eagles need a touchdown and an extra point to get back into this one. Instead, they're going to stick to basketball. They get the ball down low to Manny Leaks. His short jump shot falls off the rim. And on the rebound, we've got a loose ball foul. That is charged to Leroy Ellis. Into the game for the first time for Seattle. At the small forward position is Kennedy McIntosh, second-year man out of Eastern Michigan. Kennedy McIntosh replaces Brisker. Seattle up 20-13 with the basketball, just over 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Yeah, Seattle works it around the perimeter. Inside-out game to Snyder for the long jump shot, and Snyder banks it home. It's now 22-13, Seattle on top. John Block very active for the Sixers, trying to get something done in the paint. Again, his shot is off target, and Spencer Haywood rebounds for Seattle. Seattle's going to run it the other way. It's 5-on-4 as Block is slow to get back on defense. Snyder's got the ball at the free throw line. He finds Haywood inside, but Haywood cannot get the finger roll to drop. And Leroy Ellis takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Philadelphia will bring it back slowly. They trail by 9 with 4:41 to go first period. Once again, they look to the inside to John Block. His jump hook is off target, and Jim Fox takes the rebound for Seattle. Boy, Block has got 6 points, but he has had multiple shots on the inside and cannot get them to drop. Now we've got an open look for Freddie Brown from the free throw line extended. He comes off a screen by Fox. He tries to get into the lane with it, but he put the ball on his hip, and that's a double dribble. Into the game now, substitutions for both sides at the point. Lee Winfield for Seattle, and player coach Kevin Lockery for the 76ers. 4 minutes to play here in the first. Seattle on top by 9. Philadelphia with the basketball looking to cut into that deficit. Once again, it's John Block on the inside. His short jump shot again is off target. He's missed 6 in a row, and Jim Fox takes another rebound for the Sonics. Coming back the other way, they find Fox open in the paint. He lays it up off the glass and good. And Seattle now has taken an 11-point lead. 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Seattle 24, Philadelphia 13. Philadelphia working the basketball. Lockery on the outside sends it to Carter. Carter on the perimeter shoots the fadeaway. That's offline. And a routine rebound for Big Jim Fox. Rebound number 6 for Fox. Yes, Seattle has opened up a 16-10 advantage on the glass. Winfield now has the ball out on top. Guarded by Lockery, he slashes into the lane. His shot is off target, but Kennedy McIntosh takes the offensive rebound for Seattle, and the Sonics will reset. Out to Winfield, over to Fox on the perimeter. Fox drives baseline. His shot is no good, and the rebound is batted around and finally taken out of there by Leroy Ellis for the 76ers. Sixers hustling back. Lockery leaks. Leaks on the inside. Turnaround jump shot is good. Give the assist to Lockery. It's a 9-point game, 24-15, 2.5 to play in the first. Seattle now has it to Snyder. Snyder trying to dump it down to Haywood on the inside and has his cute pass fly into the stands for the turnover. Philadelphia gets the basketball. Boy, the Sixers started off hot, but they are now only 6 for 23 from the field for a 26% shooting night, and that is not going to get it done in a game of this magnitude. Substitutions on both sides. Into the game for Seattle is Butch Beard at the shooting guard, fourth-year man out of Louisville. And at the center position is the backup rookie out of Western Kentucky, Jim McDaniels. And into the game for Philadelphia is none other than Dave Sorensen, the third-year man out of the Ohio State University at the power forward. And into the game at center is Dale Schluter. So wholesale substitutions on both sides. Philadelphia trails by 9 with the basketball, 2:20 to play here in the first. Leaks with the ball on the inside. Guarded by McIntosh. His finger roll rolls around the rim and off, but a foul is called on McDaniels. Foul on Jim McDaniels will send Manny Leaks to the free throw line. Leaks with 4 points, 2 rebounds so far here tonight. His first free throw is good. Leaks off target with the second, but the offensive rebound comes down to Dave Sorensen. And Sorensen tries for the putback, goes to the reverse layup. It is up and good. And that's 3 the hard way for Philadelphia to cut the lead to 6. 2 minutes to play first period. Seattle 24, Philadelphia 18. Seattle now sets up the offense. They've got Winfield with it on the outside. 14 on the shot clock. Winfield looks to distribute. Cannot find an open teammate, and Lockery stole the ball from Winfield on the dribble. Now Philadelphia has 3-on-2 going the other way with Lockery and Carter. Carter with it on the left wing. Drives to the hole, puts it up with the left hand off the glass, and good. 4 points for Carter. The lead is cut to 4. Under 2 to play. It's 24-20. Seattle with the lead and the basketball. They're going to pound it inside to Spencer Haywood. His little fadeaway is off the back iron too strong. And Dave Sorensen with another rebound for the Sixers. And here's another 3-on-2 opportunity in transition. Lockery looking for an opening. Finds Carter cross court. Carter to the left hand. Lays it up and good. And it's a 2-point game just like that. Lockery comes into the game. Dishes out a couple of quick assists. Philadelphia is right back in this one, much to the delight of the crowd here at the Spectrum. As D. Scott Howard, almost a birthday boy, is in the chat room. and saying go Supersonics. He is a West Coast guy, Pacific Northwest guy, so we are glad to see him here enjoying some action in the third and decisive game of this silver tier series, with the winner moving to the gold tier of the playoffs. So this is a big one, and D. Scott Howard, we're glad to have you. 24-22, Seattle with the lead and the basketball. Not much going on the offensive set here as Winfield is forced to take a long jump shot. It's off the front of the rim, no good, but we have got a whistle and a foul, and it will be Butch Beard going to the free throw line for 2 shots. As the chalkboard said one thing and the play-by-play said the other, it is Beard going to the free throw line. His first shot is no good. Starters back into the game for Philadelphia as Beard steps to the line for his second attempt, and that's good. As we say hello to Captain Carl 8 in the chat room, good evening to you, my friend. 25-22, Seattle with the lead. Philadelphia basketball, a minute and a half to play, first period. Lockery outside, pick and roll, dishes it to Sorensen, and Sorensen walked with it. Strong defense by Haywood to force the turnover. And he'll be replaced in the lineup by Joby Wright. As D. Scott Howard lets us know, a former season ticket holder for the Seattle Supersonics. Got to see some good basketball with the likes of Peyton and Kemp and Nate McMillan and that crew through the final game in 2008. Probably got to see a little bit of Kevin Durant there at the end, if I recall correctly. Seattle with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Open for the Pistons on the wing is Snyder, if they can get it to him. He takes the pass from Winfield, tries to dump it down inside, thought better of it, tries to put the shot up. Ellis got a piece of that, and Kevin Lockery comes out with it for Philadelphia. Philadelphia once again with numbers in transition. Lockery looks for an opening, finds Ellis on the wing, back to Lockery in the center of the floor. Lockery barrels into Winfield, and he's called for the charge. First personal foul on Lockery. And the ball will go back to Seattle. Sonics still leading by 3 as we reach the final minute of play here in the first period. Brisker with it on the outside, back to Winfield. Winfield guarded closely by Lockery out there. Lockery doing a good job on the defensive end. Forces another bad shot by Winfield, and it's Freddie Carter coming out of the pack with it for the Sixers. 49 seconds to play in the period. Lockery into the front court. Sends it to Boyd on the perimeter. Down to Ellis on the baseline. Baseline jump shot by Ellis is short. The rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the 76ers. It will be Seattle basketball with 36 seconds to play in the period. They run the high screen and roll. Freddie Brown has room to operate. He weaves through traffic, and he's called for the charge. I don't think D. Scott Howard likes that call. As Philadelphia is playing a man short here tonight. They do not have the services available of John Trapp, their usual backup power forward. So they're having to go with Fred Carter playing small, and Manny Leach doing the best he can to man that small forward position. But they will be juggling fatigue throughout the night. Costly loss there by the 76ers. We've got 26 seconds to play in the period. Philadelphia with the basketball. They set the offense and get it down low to John Block. Block has struggled in the first quarter. He's got it on the inside. He pump fakes on Haywood. Loses it, gets it back, and the short jump shot is swatted away by Haywood. The struggles continue for John Block. That ball skitters out of bounds. It will stay with Philadelphia. 12 seconds on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. for the 76ers. They get it to Carter on the outside. He tries to get it back to Lockery, but that pass is stolen by Brisker, and with 6 seconds to play, Seattle will have a shot at the final shot of the period. It's going to be Snyder on the outside. He drives to the basket, gets around Boyd, lays it up, off the rim, no good, and that will end the first quarter. With the score, Seattle 25, Philadelphia 22. Let's take a look at the first quarter box score. Brought to you by Diet Dr. Pepper and Cream Soda Zero Sugar. Good stuff for a Friday night of announcing basketball. All right, interesting first quarter, tightly played. Seattle did jump out to a comfortable lead, but Lockery came into the game for Philadelphia and brought the Sixers back to within striking distance. The leading scorer on the night is John Brisker for Seattle. He's got 8, 6 apiece for Spencer Haywood and Jim Fox. For the 76ers, 6 apiece for Fred Carter and John Block, but Block with that 2 for 13 night from the field. And the rest of the team is shooting about 50%, but John Block has struggled. He's been active, he's worked hard, but he has a tough matchup in there against Spencer Haywood. And Philadelphia is going to have to diversify that offense if they want to be successful in this ball game. All right, we're ready to go for quarter number 2. And at halftime, of course, we'll have our updates from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network with a big series of events to announce this weekend and next. But right now, it is back to courtside for the second period of this one as the Seattle Supersonics and Philadelphia 76ers in Game 3 of the best of 3 Silver Tier Series, with the Sonics leading by 3 as we open things up in the second period. The tip is in the air. It's controlled by Seattle. Fred Brown has it over to Brisker. Brisker's going to go right up strong with it. Lays it up softly, and it is swatted by Manny Leaks. Nicely done by Leaks. Fox with the offensive rebound for Seattle. Fox with a putback attempt, nothing but net. 8 points for Jim Fox to go with 7 rebounds. He's doing a good job in there for Seattle tonight. Sonics back on top by 5. Philadelphia continues to work it into the paint. This time it's Leaks with a jump shot. He hits that one. He's got 7 points. The lead is cut back to 3. Seattle back on the offense. They lead by 3. Brown dribbles into the front court. Comes off the screen. Gets it to Snyder. Back to Brown from the top of the key, and his shot is offline. But Haywood takes the offensive rebound for Seattle. Spencer Haywood with the putback attempt circles the iron and falls off. And there's a loose ball scramble, and Freddie Boyd comes out with it for Philadelphia. Sixers look to cut into the lead. John Block continues to work in the paint, and this time he gets that one to go. That breaks his little scoring drought, and he has brought Philadelphia back to within 1, 27-26. Brown on the inside. Not sure what he's doing in there. Fakes, shoots, and misses, but he draws the contact from Lockery, and that will send Fred Brown to the free throw line for a couple. 82% free throw shooter on the year. The first shot is good, and that's the first point of the night for Fred Brown. 1 point, 1 foul, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Brown hits them both, and Seattle goes back on top by 3, 29-26. Captain Carl 8. I think I had that Spencer Haywood card many moons ago. I also like seeing these names again. Indeed, yeah, that's part of the fun of reliving these old 70s basketball games. As Cleveland baseball fan is in the chat room, thanks to the HBO show Winning Time, I realized that Spencer Haywood was married to Iman, who was married to David Bowie at the time of his death. I was not aware of that. Once again, Cleveland baseball fan comes into the chat room, and we are all better informed because of it. Thank you for dropping the knowledge. All right, Philadelphia basketball. They're down by 3. Early in period number 2. The ball is in the hands of Freddie Boyd out on top. Boyd wants to get into the lane. Dribbles around Snyder. His shot is up and blocked by Jim Fox. Boyd gets his own rebound, passes it back out to Lockery. Only 5 seconds on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Lockery's going to have to put one up from deep. That's off target. And the rebound is taken for Seattle by John Brisker. Sonics will walk it back the other way. And in transition, they've got Snyder open on the perimeter, and he buries that one. Snyder with 6 points. The lead is back up to 5. 31-26, Seattle on top. Philadelphia looking to make something happen. They go down low to Leroy Ellis this time. He fakes, he shoots, he scores. Didn't even move the net. 5 points now for Leroy Ellis. It's a 3-point game once again. Seattle by 3. It's Haywood from the baseline. His 15-foot jump shot is pure. He's got 8 points, and the lead is back to 5. Back come the Sixers. They go inside to block once again. Once again, he is unable to convert. He does get his own rebound, and his putback attempt misses everything out of bounds. Ball will go back over to Seattle. Seattle with the basketball on top by 5. 9.5 minutes to play before halftime. Seattle going to Freddie Brown on the outside. He's double teamed, forces up a jump shot. That's no good. And John Block takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Philadelphia runs some motion. They get it down low to Block. Still working on Haywood on the inside. Misses again. And Block now commits a frustration foul on the rebound. Loose ball foul is his second. Ball goes back over to Seattle. 9 minutes to play now in quarter number 2. Seattle still on top by 5. This time they're going to look to Haywood on the inside. Haywood in the paint working on Block. His short jump shot is offline, and Block takes the rebound. Quickly back in transition, Philadelphia finds Ellis open on the low block. He misses, gets his own rebound. Ellis with a putback attempt takes it up strong, and he's fouled by Fox. Into the game for the first time now for Philadelphia is Mike Price. Mike Price, third-year man out of Illinois. It's Philadelphia's basketball on the side out. Block to inbound. Right away they find Price open for the perimeter jump shot. It is offline. Way off. That's an air ball out of bounds to Seattle. Seattle with the basketball leading by 5. Working it around the outside, they find Jim Fox on the perimeter, and he's got his pass stolen by Ellis. Well defended by Philadelphia. Coming back the other way with Lockery. Lockery dribbles into the front court, dumps it off to Leaks. Leaks down to Block. Back to Carter on the wing. Over to Lockery for the free throw line jump shot. That's short, and it's rebounded by Freddie Brown. Seattle with the basketball now leading by 5. They run the spread offense, and Freddie Brown has it out on top. Brown is going to try and attack the basket. Gets around Lockery, goes to the left hand. His layup is no good. Missed the layup. And Carter escapes with the loose ball on the rebound. Philadelphia wants to run with it. Lockery in the open floor finds Ellis. Ellis finds Carter on the baseline. And Carter looks for the trailer. And his pass is knocked away out of bounds. Off the hands of Block for the turnover. Seattle will have the basketball. There's some chatter in the back room. In the chat room. Can you imagine how many points Fred Brown and Pete Maravich could have had if they had the 3-point shot back then? Indeed. And yeah, Haywood Workman is in Block's head, and Block is just trying his best but not getting it done. Seattle with the basketball, still leading by 3, and now they look for Haywood on the low block. His soft layup around Block is swatted away. Block with the rejection. Rebound taken for Philadelphia by Manny Leaks. It's 4-on-3 now going the other way. Philadelphia trying to make it happen in transition. Ellis with it on the left. Steps into the lane. His layup is no good. Ellis grabs his own rebound. Ellis with the putback attempt from about 80 feet away. That's no good. But he is fouled on the play by Snyder. And that will send Leroy Ellis to the free throw line for a pair. 7.5 to play. Both teams have gone quiet in the second period. Ellis missed the first free throw. 80%, he's really quite a reliable free throw shooter. He does get the second to go, and that cuts the lead to 4. 33-29 with 7.5 minutes to play. Seattle looking to make something happen. They're going to look at Fox on the baseline. That smooth stroke from the baseline. Oh, he faked the jump shot. Steps around. His short shot is too strong. Haywood takes the offensive rebound, and Seattle will reset. Inside, they look to Brisker. Brisker had a strong first quarter. This is his first touch here in the second period. He swings it back out to Brown for the deep jump shot, and Brown buries it. Actually, Brown missed that one, and Brisker tipped it up and got it home. And John Brisker is the first man of the game in double digits. He's got 10 points to go with 5 rebounds. Seattle now on top by 6. 7 minutes to play. Philadelphia with the basketball. It's Lockery. Lockery wants to attack. Goes to his left, steps around Brown. Haywood walls him off. The short jump shot by Lockery is no good. John Block is there for the offensive board, and his putback attempt is good. 10 points now for John Block. Once again, the lead is cut to 4. 35-31. Here's Brown with it on the outside. He comes off a screen. He's got a wide open path to Brisker in the paint. Brisker in the paint. His shot is no good, but he's fouled by John Block, and that is number 3 on Block. And that will be costly for Philadelphia, as Block is going to have to come out of the game. John Brisker steps to the free throw line for a pair. And Brisker hits the first. He's really a good free throw shooter for a psychopath. 82%. Brisker hits them both. He's got 12 points now to lead all scorers. And indeed, it is Block headed to the bench to be replaced by Dave Sorensen. Philadelphia now trails by 6. Running a motion offense. The ball goes to Sorensen on the baseline. 15 on the shot clock. He's going to try and dump it to Ellis in the paint. Ellis with the short shot is off the rim, no good. Ellis gets his own rebound. Ellis takes it up strong on the putback, and it's blocked from behind by Haywood. Haywood is in everybody's head tonight. Carter takes the offensive rebound. He sends it back out on top. Philadelphia will reset the offense. Now they find Sorensen down on the low block, and he's fouled by Fox. And that's 3 on Fox. So foul trouble now has affected both teams, as Fox has to leave the game, and he is replaced in there by Jim McDaniels. 37-31, Philadelphia still trails. They've got the basketball with 6 minutes and change to play in period number 2. The ball's in the hands of Carter. He wants to attack. He's a slasher. He fakes the pass. He drives. He shoots and misses. And a strong board by Jim McDaniels for Seattle. Seattle continues to lead by 6. We've reached the halfway point of period number 2. It's Brown on the outside, picked up by Boyd. 14 on the shot clock as Brown looks to distribute. Finds McDaniels on the low block. McDaniels from the paint. His shot comes up empty, and the rebound is taken for Philadelphia by Leroy Ellis. Quick outlet to Freddie Boyd. Philadelphia wants to run. It's 2-on-2. Boyd at the free throw line. Sends it to Carter on the baseline. Carter is called for the carry. Turnover on Philadelphia. Basketball goes back to Seattle. Seattle looks to set up the offense. They've got it in the hands of Freddie Brown. Free throw line extended. His perimeter jump shot is too strong. But Haywood takes the offensive rebound. And on the rebound, we've got a loose ball foul, and that will go against Seattle. That's on Kennedy McIntosh, his first. Philadelphia now with the possession. They still trail by 6. And now they're going to look down low to Ellis. Ellis takes the pass from Boyd, rolls to the hoop, shoots from short range. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound to McDaniels for Seattle. Philadelphia continues to struggle from the field, shooting only 28% on the night. Seattle not much better at 36%, but it's good enough to give the Sonics a 6-point lead. Seattle up by 6. They go to Haywood on the outside. His baseline jump shot is too strong, but he is fouled on the play by Sorensen. And that will send Haywood to the free throw line. Haywood, an 84% free throw shooter on the regular season. His first shot is good. Haywood misses the second. And the rebound is taken by Freddie Carter for Philadelphia. Seattle up by 7 now with just over 5 minutes to play in period number 2. They look to Leroy Ellis on the baseline. He steps around McDaniels, gets into the lane, flips it up off the glass, and good. Philadelphia finally gets a basket to cut the lead back to 5 with under 5 minutes to play in the second period. Kennedy McIntosh now with the ball on the low block for Seattle. He's got Fred Carter on him. He's going to try and kick it out to Haywood on the baseline. Haywood drives around Sorensen, gets into the lane, and slams it home with the left hand. Nicely done by Spencer Haywood. 11 points and 7 rebounds now for the Seattle superstar. And it is a 7-point lead. Seattle 40, Philadelphia 33. Not a lot of shooters on this Philadelphia lineup. They've got a lot of slashers. And Carter now has it on the low block. He doesn't know really what to do with it down there. He sends it back out to Price, down to Ellis. And Ellis has it knocked away and stolen by Dick Snyder. Now the Supersonics have a 4-on-1 going the other way. It's Freddie Brown leading the break. Boyd is the only man back. Brown dumps it to Haywood. Haywood to Snyder. Snyder lays it up and good. Nicely done by Seattle. And they have a 9-point lead now, 42-33, with 4.5 to play before halftime. Philadelphia, not a lot of offensive firepower in this lineup. We've got a whistle on the play and an illegal defense warning against Seattle as Freddie Boyd looked to penetrate. Substitutions now on both sides. And Philadelphia will inbound, still trailing by 9. Looking for offense any place they can find it. And it's going to be Manny Leaks now on the inside. Manny Leaks works down low against McIntosh. He lays it up nicely, but it falls off the front rim and is rebounded by Spencer Haywood. Seattle will walk it back. Under 4 to play before halftime. Sonics enjoying a 9-point lead. Inside, they dump it to McDaniels. McDaniels shoots around Leroy Ellis and gets it to go. His first basket of the night. Give the assist to Dick Snyder. That is number 5 for Dick Snyder tonight. 8 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds for Snyder. Helping the Seattle cause, and Seattle has equaled their biggest lead of the night. They're up by 11, 44-33. Philadelphia trying to find offense. They get it to Carter on the outside. His jump shot is offline, and it's rebounded by Jim McDaniels for Seattle. Quick outlet to Winfield. It's 3-on-2 going the other way for the Sonics. It's Snyder on the wing. Cross courts it to Haywood. Haywood down low, takes it up with the left hand, lays it up, and good. 13 now for Haywood. He leads all scorers, and the Seattle lead is 13. 46-33, 3.5 to play before the break. Boyd with it on the outside, picked up by Winfield. Pick and roll. Boyd drives to the bucket. It's knocked away from behind and picked up out of there by Winfield. Quick outlet for Seattle. Sonics have numbers in transition once again. It's McDaniels on the baseline. Drops it off to Snyder, the trailer, and Snyder lays it up, and no good. Snyder missed the layup, and Manny Leaks gets back for the rebound for Philadelphia. Here's a quick outlet the other way to Freddie Boyd, and it's a 3-on-1 for the Sixers coming back. It's Boyd on the inside, steps around Haywood, lays it up, and good. First points of the night for Freddie Boyd, and they're going to need more out of him to get back into this one. The lead is 11, 46-35. Seattle with the basketball, 3:20 to play before halftime. Sonics look to Haywood on the baseline. Guarded by Leaks out there. His jump shot from 12 feet out is too strong. McDaniels takes the offensive rebound for Seattle. Here's Jim McDaniels on the putback attempt. That's no good. And Leroy Ellis takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Once again, Philadelphia wants to push the tempo. They've got it 3-on-2 after the outlet to Boyd. Boyd over to Carter. Cross courts it to Mike Price. Price drives the lane. His layup is no good. It's taken out of there by McDaniels, but Price knocks it away and steals it, and Philadelphia is going to be able to reset. Boyd passes to Ellis, back to Boyd on the outside, and Boyd with a challenging jump shot, nothing but the bottom of the net. 4 points now for Freddie Boyd, and the lead is back to single digits, 46-37, with 2:42 to play before halftime. Seattle looks inside to McDaniels. McDaniels working on Ellis down low. He's got a good look inside, but Ellis got a piece of it. Knocked it away, and it's picked up out of there by Mike Price for Philadelphia. Sixers want to run again. It's 3-on-1 going the other way with a quick outlet to Carter. Carter in the center of the floor. Drops it to Boyd. Boyd stops and pops off the glass, no good. But Price keeps possession with the rebound, and Philadelphia now is going to slow things down and set up some offense. 2:23 to play before halftime. Open for Philadelphia on the outside is Price. His jump shot is offline, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds, last touched by the 76ers. Seattle will have the basketball, leading by 9, 46-37, with 2:12 to play before halftime. Let's go Braves, says Dave Gardner in the chat room. Welcome and good to see you, my man, Dave Gardner. I spent the week in Boston and just got back yesterday afternoon after spending some time out there making the rounds at some clinics at Tufts University Medical Center. 46-37, Seattle with the basketball. Winfield sets up the offense, sends it inside to McIntosh. McIntosh has a mismatch in there against Carter, but his shot is too strong. Dale Schluter got a piece of it. And on the rebound, we've got a loose ball foul, and that is charged against Seattle. That is the second on Kennedy McIntosh. It will be Philadelphia basketball. Under 2 minutes to play now before halftime. Philadelphia has the basketball. They still trail by 9. And they're going to set things up with a runtime error. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to restart things here. First runtime error of the night. And we'll see if we can get things to restart. We'll go to play. We'll go to resume saved game. And we are looking for 415 of 22, Seattle at Philadelphia. And let's see what we get. We get 155 to play, Philadelphia with the basketball, pretty much right where we left off. As the Sixers are going to work it around the perimeter. And Lockery has it out on top to Price. They work it around the outside. Good ball movement by the Sixers. It gets into the hands of Carter. Carter to Sorensen down low, and it's finally picked away and stolen by McIntosh for Seattle. Seattle with the basketball leading by 9 as we approach a minute and a half to play. Sloppy looking offensive set for the Sonics. They get it to Butch Beard on the outside. He's going to have to force one up from out there. And he's fouled on the shot by Price. Guardians get 3 darn hits and a 4-1 loss in San Francisco. Cavs lose 107-101. Yeah, wow, gosh, what a disappointing night for Cleveland. Butch Beard at the free throw line. Hits his first shot to put Seattle up by 10 with a minute and a half to play. Second shot by Beard is good. And it is 48-37. Seattle on top by 11 with a minute and a half to play. Lockery now at the point for the 76ers. They go to Carter on the wing. Carter wants to attack. Can he get around McIntosh? Goes hard to the basket. He's cut off by Wright. His shot falls off the rim, no good. And into the game now is Pete Cross for Seattle, and he grabs his first rebound of the night. Seattle with a 11-point lead, looking to extend that. They go to Winfield on the outside. 9 on the shot clock. Winfield's going to have to make something happen. He drives baseline. Schluter cuts him off. His layup is too strong, and Mike Price takes the rebound for Philadelphia. 53 seconds to play in the period. Philadelphia in transition finds Ellis for the short jump shot in the paint, and he scores it. 10 points now and 9 rebounds for Leroy Ellis. Cuts it once again to a 9-point lead. 42 seconds to play. Seattle with the possession. They send it out to Winfield. 8 on the shot clock. Winfield guarded by Lockery. He's going to try and get into the lane, and he has it stripped and stolen by Kevin Lockery. And Philadelphia now can hold for the final shot of the period. It's a 9-point deficit as Lockery sets up the 76ers. They get it to Ellis on the outside. His mid-range jump shot at the horn is good. And at the end of the first half, it is a 7-point game. All right, I need a refill on my beverage. So I am going to put the box score up here and give you all a chance to digest the statistics. And when we come back, we'll review the box score, and we'll also talk about what is happening around the Epic Sports universe this weekend and in the days to come. So we'll be back momentarily. Yeah, we'll be good. All right, we are back, and my weekend just got a little bit better. Just got word from my wife that we are meeting my son for lunch tomorrow at Sugar River Pizza, which is the best pizza in Madison, in my humble opinion. All right, taking a look at your second quarter box score. And boy, that second quarter was slow-paced, only 42 total points on the period. As Seattle outscores Philadelphia 23-19, and they hold a 7-point lead here at the break. Your leading scorer in the game is Spencer Haywood for Seattle. He's got 13 points and 8 rebounds. With strong support from John Brisker, 13 points and 5 rebounds of his own. 7 rebounds for Fox. But Philadelphia has come up strong on the rebounding side. They lead 35-31 in the Battle of the Boards. 12 points and 9 rebounds for Leroy Ellis. Shooting percentages are not good on either side. Philadelphia, in particular, at 32% is struggling. Most notably, Block and Ellis on the inside, a combined 9 for 32. Seattle not much better at 36%, but good enough for the Supersonics to enjoy a 7-point lead here at halftime. Second quarter scoring, Leroy Ellis led Philadelphia with 9 points in the period. Spencer Haywood with 7 for Seattle. All right, before we get back to action, as promised, updates from the Epic Sports Universe. Tomorrow is a big day for Heartland Championship Wrestling. It is Dawn of Destiny 2022, our annual Spring Super Show, which coincides with the opening of the baseball season. And, of course, the big event is the Money in the Bank ladder match, with the winner getting an NWA World Heavyweight Championship title match. That is a 6-man ladder match. First one to climb the ladder and grab the contract gets the title shot. And all 3 of the territories are represented in that match. It will be Ivan Koloff. Let me see if I can remember who's all in this match. Ivan Koloff from Patriot Championship Wrestling, along with Brian Danielson, last year's winner. Danielson also works in the northeast part of the country in Patriot Championship Wrestling. Barry Windham and Jumbo Sharuda from the Atlantic Wrestling Federation, and from Texas, Dr. Death Steve Williams and the very popular Great Muta. So any one of those 6 men could come away tomorrow night with a world title match. The World Championship will be contested in the main event tomorrow night as Vader challenges Nick Bockwinkel in an attempt to regain his title. It was Bockwinkel who defeated Vader for that title. And now Bockwinkel is defending against Vader in a rematch. Also on the show, the NWA World Tag Team Championship, as the Fabulous Freebirds defend against the New Age Outlaws, and that should be a fun one. Barry Windham will also be defending his Atlantic Heavyweight Championship against Randy the Macho Man Savage. That'll be another good match. And in the Heartland Ladies Wrestling Federation, it will be a 2 out of 3 showdown for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. You've seen that match on the channel already, that rivalry between the team of the Kimber Bombs, Kimber Lee and Cherry Bomb, as they take on their rivals Regeneration X, Allison Danger and Leva Bates. A couple of grudge matches will round out tomorrow's action as Bruno Sammartino returns to action for the first time since he was injured at the hands of Gorilla Monsoon. And it will be Sammartino versus Monsoon in a big grudge match tomorrow at Dawn of Destiny 2022. And finally, Dusty Rhodes will team with Dick Murdoch to take on Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk in another grudge match. So it should be a good day of wrestling tomorrow. 7 matches, and we'll put them all on the channel, beginning probably late afternoon, early evening. All right, and with that, we will head back to action. And also, Sunday morning, there will be My Journey with Jesus. We'll have an Easter devotional for those of you who are inclined to check that out. Next Saturday night, the long-awaited Midwest Basketball League All-Star Game. That will happen. We've been trying for 2 weeks now to get the All-Star Game on the channel. That will happen next Saturday night on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, 7 p.m. Central Time. So come by, check out the Midwest Basketball League All-Star Game, and say happy 70th birthday to D. Scott Howard next Saturday night on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. All right, now we're ready to go back to action. Thank you, everybody, for checking things out here tonight, as we are ready to begin quarter number 3 with Seattle on top 48-41 in either a really, really lousy game or a defensive struggle, whichever way you prefer to look at it. And the jump ball is in the air. It is controlled by Seattle. Fox controls the jump. It's in the hands of Freddie Brown on the outside, and he is just going to fire away. His shot from the outside is good, and he is fouled by Freddie Boyd. And just like that, it will be a three-point play opportunity for Fred Brown, as he looks to extend the Seattle lead once again to double digits. His free throw is good, and it is 51-41 Seattle on top as Philadelphia takes possession for the first time in quarter number 3. They're down by 10. They look inside to Leroy Ellis. Ellis working on Jim Fox down there. His short shot is good. Ellis now with 14 points to lead all scorers. Seattle on the offense looks inside to Brisker. Brisker with a mismatch down there on the low block over Fred Carter, but he cannot get the shot to fall. Spencer Haywood comes down with the rebound for Seattle. Haywood takes the putback up strong and through. That's now 15 points and 9 rebounds for Spencer Haywood. Seattle stretches it out once again to 10-point lead. D. Scott Howard, if I live that long, thanks. Indeed, we wish you the happiest of weeks and the safest of weeks, so you'll be around for number 70 next weekend. Here's Freddie Boyd with an outside look for Philadelphia. That's no good. And Spencer Haywood takes the rebound. That is his 10th. Seattle comes back looking to Haywood once again. Can they get it to him? Snyder with the entry pass to Haywood. Haywood down low, shoots from close range and scores it. He's now got 17 and 10, and Seattle is up on top by 12. Seattle hoping to end the suspense here early in quarter number 3. Philadelphia runs the offense. They run it through Price. He's got an open look from the free throw line, and he buries that one. And it is once again a 10-point game. Now Seattle runs an inside screen for Haywood. He's got Carter on his hip, but Carter knocks it away and steals it. Nice recovery there by Freddie Carter on the mismatch. Quick outlet to his backcourt mate Freddie Boyd, and Philadelphia wants to run. It's blocked with it in the paint. Cross-courts it to Carter. Carter drives it down the baseline, lays it up and good. And Philadelphia with a nice-looking fast break pulls to within 8. Seattle basketball now. They find Snyder open on the outside for a good-looking outside jump shot. That's 10 points for Snyder. It's 57-47, Seattle back on top. Philadelphia now gets the rock inside to Ellis. He backs it down, tries to kick it back out to Price on the baseline. That is behind him and out of bounds for a turnover. Ball goes back over to Seattle. 10 minutes to go here in the third. Seattle on top by 10 with the basketball. With it on the outside is Brown. Brown wants to attack. Top of the key, he drives. He runs into Boyd, and Brown is called for the charge. Number 2 on Fred Brown. Ball goes back over to Philadelphia. 76ers are going to run the offense again through Block. He's their best matchup in there. But Haywood's been in his head. Maybe the halftime break helped him. It did not, as he takes it up too strong, but he is fouled by Haywood. That is before the shot, so it will be a side out for Philadelphia. They still trail by 10. 9.5 to play in the third period. Block to inbound. They get it to Price on the perimeter. His fadeaway from deep is off the rim, no good. And the rebound is taken by Spencer Haywood for Seattle. Seattle back in transition. They've got Haywood open on the wing. He's got an outside shot. Oh, and it's blocked away by Block. Rolls out of bounds to Seattle. Haywood thought he had an open look, but Block on the nice recovery. Got a piece of that one. And with 12 seconds left on the shot clock, Seattle is going to have to come up with another play to convert this opportunity. They look inside to Brisker. Brisker against Carter in the paint. Rises up, halfway in and out. Jim Fox on the offensive glass for Seattle. Fox with a putback attempt. Nothing but net. 59-47 now. Seattle on top with under 9 to play in the third. Philadelphia runs an inside screen for Ellis. He's got Snyder on his hip. Backing down. Tries to get it down to Price on the baseline, and that's another turnover as they cannot make the connection. Seattle gets the basketball, looking to extend the lead and perhaps come away with their biggest lead of the night so far. They run a motion set and they find Brown on the outside. Brown wants to attack. Top of the key, he drives, he dishes to Snyder, he gets it back. His jump shot from the free throw line is no good, and Freddie Carter takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Philadelphia sets up the offense. It's Ellis down low. Fakes left, turns right, shoots, and scores. 16 now for Ellis. Once again, it's a 10-point game. 8:14 to play in the third. Seattle with the basketball. It's Haywood on the block. Haywood from the baseline shoots and scores. 19-11 now for Haywood. He's picking up the pace here. Seattle back on top by 12. Philadelphia trying to keep it close. Boyd on the outside. Wants to attack. From the perimeter, he drives. His layup is off the glass and around the rim, no good. We have got a whistle, and Fox is called for the foul as Boyd took it right into the big man, and he gets rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. That is 4 fouls on Big Jim Fox. He'll probably have to go to the bench. Boyd missed the first free throw. And with that, indeed, the horn sounds, and Jim McDaniels comes back into the game to replace Jim Fox. Boyd hits the second free throw. That cuts it to an 11-point lead, 61-50, with 7:42 to play in the third. Seattle on the offense, they find Snyder. Snyder from the perimeter, another jump shot. This one is off the front of the rim, no good. And John Block takes the rebound for Philadelphia. That's his 10th. Philadelphia still trails by 11. Once again, the open man is Block. This time from the baseline, he shoots and misses. And on the rebound, we have got a loose ball foul. That is whistled against Seattle against Brisker. That is his second. And Philadelphia will have another crack at a scoring opportunity here. Once again, they work it to Block in the paint. Over to Price on the outside. Back to Block. Block with a reverse layup is good. Nice setup there by Mike Price to get Block free for a shot. He's now got 14 points, 10 rebounds. And Philadelphia is back to within 9. 7 minutes to play in the third. Here's a mismatch for Seattle as Brown has an open look off the screen, but he cannot get that one to fall. And the ball bounces out of bounds on the carom to Philadelphia. Sixers looking to cut into the lead once again. They run the offense inside to Block. Block with an interior look to Manny Leaks on the low block. His 8-footer is around the rim and out, but Block's there for the offensive rebound. Block on the putback attempt, takes it up strong, around the rim and out. And Jim McDaniels rebounds for Seattle. 3-on-2 for the Sonics going the other way. Freddie Brown in the lead. Brown dribbles to his right, takes it into the paint. Has it knocked away and out of bounds. Last touched by Brown. Ball goes over to Philadelphia on the turnover. Six and a half to play in the third. Philadelphia still trails by 9. As they have another scoring opportunity in the paint for Manny Leaks. Leaks working on Brisker on the inside. His short jump shot is good. 9 points now for Manny Leaks. The lead is cut to 7. 61-54, midway through quarter number 3. Here's Brown with a look from outside. Free throw line extended. It's off target. And Leroy Ellis rebounds for Philadelphia. 2-on-2 going the other way. Carter and Boyd streaking down the court left to right. Boyd dribbles to his right. Gets into the lane. Finds Carter on the left. Carter drives baseline. His layup is no good. And Brisker gets in there and breaks away with the rebound for Seattle. Sixers unable to convert on that fast break opportunity. And it's another possession for the Sonics. Sonics play it inside out to Snyder. Snyder with an open look from 14, and he drills it. He's got 12 points, and the lead is back up to 9. We've reached the midway point of quarter number 3. Seattle 63, Philadelphia 54. Sixers with the basketball. With it is Carter, working on Dick Snyder. Carter weaves his way into the lane. Dumps it down low to Ellis. Gets it back from Ellis and shoots and scores. Ellis with the short jump shot. He's got 18. He's hit 5 straight. He's heating up. And once again, it is a 7-point game. Seattle now gets it inside to Brisker. Very active in there. He fakes. He shoots. He misses. But Block is guilty of the foul. As Block got him with the body, John Brisker will shoot a pair. And that is 4 fouls on John Block. He's likely going to the bench. Brisker hits the first. And indeed, Sorensen back into the game for Philadelphia, replacing John Block. Brisker good on both free throws. And that extends the lead back to 9, 65-56. Philadelphia looking for Leaks again on the inside. His shot from the paint rattles out, but Sorensen takes the offensive rebound. Sorensen back up strong, pump fakes, shoots, and misses. And Haywood takes the rebound for Seattle. Seattle will take it back slow. And they're going to look for Brisker on the baseline. Brisker fakes the shot, drives to the lane, shoots it off the glass, and good. 16 for John Brisker. Seattle back on top by 9, 67-56. 5 minutes to play in the third. Here's Carter on the outside with the look. Instead, he sends it to Ellis on the baseline. Ellis with that smooth stroke from outside. That's no good. It's tipped around and rebounded by Manny Leaks. Leaks taking it up strong, a little too strong. And now Ellis comes out with it, but he is called for the loose ball foul on the rebound. And the ball will go back over to Seattle. Under 5 minutes to play in the third. Seattle still leads by 9. Seattle works it around the perimeter. They've got Haywood open on the baseline. His jump shot is no good. Manny Leaks on the rebound for Philadelphia. Here's Boyd on the perimeter. Tries to get it down low to Sorensen, but threw it away. That's a turnover. Ball goes back to Seattle. 4.5 to play in the third. Seattle still on top by 11, 67-56. Seattle look inside again to Haywood, and Haywood has it stolen by Sorensen. First steal of the night for Sorensen. Now it's 4-on-1 going the other way. Lockery in the game now leading the break. Lockery gave the Sixers a spark in the first quarter. Now he finds Carter on the distribution, and Carter lays it up and good. 10 points now for Freddie Carter. Fourth assist of the night for Lockery, and the lead is once again cut to 9. Seattle coming back. Winfield now on the point. Finds Haywood on the perimeter. His 15-footer is around the rim and out. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Joby Wright from Seattle. And Philadelphia gets the basketball. We're under 4 to play, third quarter. 67-58, Philadelphia trails. As the Sixers set up the offense. And they look inside to Manny Leaks. Leaks down low to Ellis. And Ellis is called for, actually we've got a whistle and an illegal screen is the call. That's going to go against Sorensen. And that will give the ball back to Seattle. Seattle basketball now inside to McIntosh. McIntosh, nice looking pass to Haywood, but Haywood cannot get the shot to go. Haywood gets his own rebound. Haywood on the putback attempt is again no good, off the rim. And Sorensen rebounds for Philadelphia. Now the 76ers have 3-on-2 going the other way. Lockery and Carter. Carter on the baseline. Finds Ellis down low. And Ellis slams it home. Nicely done by Philadelphia. They have cut it to 7. 67-60, 3:20 to play in the third. Interior screen for Haywood. Can they get it to him on the block? It's down to McIntosh, back around to Snyder. Haywood calling for it on the mismatch. They get it to him. But Manny Leaks steps into the passing lane and steals it. Nice team defense there by Philadelphia. Down low they go to Ellis. Leroy Ellis down low. Short shot over McDaniels is no good. Manny Leaks with another rebound for the Sixers. Leaks coming up strong with a putback, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by Carter. He hands it to Lockery, and Lockery will reset the offense. Philadelphia is within 7. We're under 3 to play in quarter number 3. And we have another runtime error for your viewing pleasure. Boy, lots of different bumps along the way with this 2021 version of Action PC Basketball. We've seen some runtime errors. We've seen some goofy stuff happening on the chalkboard. And we have seen, especially with the fast break, things can get goofy. But still, this is a fun game, and I love the roster setup, and I love the flow of the gameplay, and I am enjoying the experience even in spite of the bumps along the way. And we go back to Seattle at Philadelphia for 15 of 2022. And Philadelphia has the basketball, trailing by 7, under 3 minutes to play. Carter has the basketball. He's looking to pass. They find Leaks way out on the perimeter. 21 on the shot clock. Leaks look to Lockery out on top. His shot is no good. And on the rebound, we have a loose ball foul called against Leroy Ellis. That is his third. All right, 2:46 to play in the third. Seattle with the basketball leading by 7. Offense goes to Butch Beard on the outside. He's picked up out there on the screen by Schluter. Beard drives hard to the hoop and bowls over his defender for the offensive foul. Philadelphia tries to cut into the lead. The deficit is 7. The pass goes down low to Schluter on the inside. He's working on Joby right now. Schluter can't get that to go. And on the rebound, we've got another whistle and another loose ball foul. This one goes against Philadelphia. That's on Sorensen. That is his third. And John Block back into the game for Philadelphia. Seattle with the basketball now. 2 minutes to play in the third. And gosh, a really awful looking offensive set for the Sonics. It goes finally to Haywood on the baseline. Can Haywood rescue this possession? He unleashes a high arcing J from the baseline and scores it. He's got 21. He leads all scorers. He leads all rebounders with 13. And Seattle leads the basketball game by 9, 69-60. Philadelphia with the basketball now. It's Carter. Carter wants to attack. He drives. He goes to the right hand. He lays it up around the rim and off. Gets his own rebound. And is going to kick it back out to reset the offense. Gets it to Locker. He gets it back. And Carter from 8 feet is able to pull the trigger and score it. 12 points for Carter. The lead is cut to 7. Minute and a half to play in the third. Now it's Haywood on the baseline again, and it is tipped away out of the air by Block and rebounded by Manny Leaks. Nice defense by the Sixers. Lockery taking care of the basketball and travels with it. He got stuck in a double team there and switched his pivot foot for the turnover. Final minute to play in the third. It's a 7-point game. Seattle with the lead and the basketball. Open for the Sonics is Schneider. Gets the bounce pass on the perimeter. Sends it back to Brown. Brown's double teamed, loses it, dives to the floor, recovers it, has to call a timeout. So Brown saves the possession, but there's only 7 on the shot clock. And Seattle coach Bucky Buckwalter will have to draw something up here to get a quick score if this is going to be a productive possession. It's McIntosh to inbound. They find Haywood on the outside from 15 feet out, and Haywood buries another one. Spencer Haywood coming up big late in the third. He's got 23 points now, and the Seattle lead is back to 9. 38 seconds on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. Philadelphia runs an inside screen to get Ellis with some room on the low block. He turns, he shoots, and scores. 22 for Ellis. Once again, the lead is 7. 29 seconds to play. Seattle will have to run an offense here and get a shot. They've got it in the hands of Brown. 14 on the shot clock. Brown on the outside. Pulls the trigger. It's way offline. And out of bounds to Philadelphia. Brown complaining that he was hit on the elbow. The referees are not interested in his tale of woe. As 15 seconds to play in the period, Philadelphia with the basketball. They trail by 7. They can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Let's see what the Sixers will do. It's Ellis on the baseline. Guarded by Cross. Now it's passed to Carter, and Carter walked with it, and that is the end of the third quarter. So we take a look at the third quarter box score, an evenly played third period, 23 points apiece. They started the quarter separated by 7. They finished the quarter separated by 7. The big man of the match so far is Spencer Haywood, 23 points, 13 rebounds for Seattle. To go with 16 and 6 for Brisker, 10 and 8 for Fox. But Philadelphia has gotten a nice performance here in the third quarter by Leroy Ellis. He's got 22 points and 11 rebounds. 14 and 11 for John Block, who continues to be productive in spite struggling from the field. Your third quarter scoring, it was Leroy Ellis and Spencer Haywood battling it out in that period, 10 points apiece. And we head to the fourth quarter of this decisive Game 3 of the Silver Tier playoff matchup between the Sonics and the Sixers, with the winner moving up to the Gold Tier championship bracket. And the tip is in the air. It is controlled by Seattle, looking to extend their 7-point lead. They run a motion offense. They get it to Haywood down in low. Posting up on Block, and Block picked it off as Haywood tried the dump off to McIntosh. Here's a quick outlet to Lockery, and the 76ers have a 4-on-1 break. Manny Leaks has the ball at the foul line. He sends it over to Boyd on the baseline. Boyd goes to the left hand, lays it up, and good. 7 points now for Freddie Boyd. The lead is cut to 5. Seattle with Winfield has it kicked away. Out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession with 10 on the shot clock. McIntosh to inbound. It's Winfield on the outside. Attacking the rim, he's called for the offensive foul. Boy, Lockery just baited him into that one. Veteran move by Lockery to draw the charge and give Philadelphia another possession and a chance to cut the lead to within 3 if they can convert here. It's a 5-point game, 71-66. And Philadelphia once again is going to look down into the paint. Block sets a screen for Schluter. Schluter inside is fouled by Beard. And Beard had to commit that foul. That was just a smart foul by Beard to prevent Schluter from getting the shot off down there on the mismatch. So it will be a side out for Philadelphia. Leaks to inbound. And once again, they're going to look inside to Schluter. Leaks has it. Tries to get it inside. Puts up a jump hook. That's blocked away by Pete Cross, but Leaks grabs the rebound. Leaks takes it up strong on the putback, and it's off the rim too high. But Leaks was fouled on the play by Haywood. Quickly, 2 fouls on Seattle to open up the quarter, and Leaks is going to go to the free throw line for a pair. First shot by Leaks is good. He's now got double digits with 10 points to go with 9 rebounds. Leaks misses the second, and the rebound is taken by Pete Cross. It's a 4-point game, 71-67, as it's getting interesting coming down into the fourth period. It's Haywood on the outside. Picked up out there by Block. His jump shot from the perimeter is way off target and out of bounds to Philadelphia. The 76er path on the comeback trail continues. It's Manny Leaks on the inside. He fakes, he shoots, he scores, and it's a 2-point game. 71-69 with 10 minutes to play. It's tightening up here in the Philadelphia Spectrum, and the fans here in Philadelphia are on their feet. Can their team defy the odds and make it to the gold tier of the championship playoffs? It's Winfield up top. Guarded by Lockery. Comes off a screen. Gets to the right hand. Lays it up and good. Boy, big basket for Winfield. He is not a scorer, but Seattle needed that in the worst way as they attempt to maintain the lead here early in the fourth period with Philadelphia on the charge. 76ers look down low to Schluter. 2-man game with Lockery. It's Lockery who pulls the trigger from out on top. That's no good, but he is fouled. The foul is called on Pete Cross coming over on the help side defense, and Lockery will go to the line for 2. First shot by Lockery is good. His first point of the night to go with 4 assists. And just general solid play at the point. It's been a Tough night for the Philadelphia guards. Both Carter and Boyd have been below their season averages, but Lockery hits both free throws, and somehow, someway, it's a 2-point game. 9.5 to play in the fourth. As the tension continues to mount. Here's Butch Beard on the outside. 13 on the shot clock. He's picked up by Lockery. Beard wants to attack. Drives to the hole. He's cut off by Schluter. His shot falls short, and Schluter takes the rebound. Philadelphia now with a chance to tie the game. Down low they go to John Block. Block working on Haywood in the paint. He turns. He shoots. It's no good, but McIntosh got him on the hand. Seattle wanted a travel called, but they did not get the call that they wanted. Instead, they get called for the foul, and John Block heads to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game. The first shot rolls out. Block hits the second, and that makes it 73-72. Seattle with the slimmest of leads, under 9 to play. Sonics with the basketball and a 1-point lead. They run the 1-4. They get it to Freddie Brown. Guarded tightly by Lockery. Sends it to Snyder on the perimeter. Snyder comes off a screen. Shoots from the baseline, no good. Lockery tracks down the rebound for Philadelphia, and the 76ers have a chance to take their first lead since very early in the ballgame. It's Boyd. On the attack. Weaving his way into the paint. Gets free. Lays it up and good. He came off the screen and barreled into Dick Snyder. Snyder made a nice attempt at a flop, got no call, and with 8 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the game, Philadelphia has taken a 1-point lead on the layup by Freddie Boyd. 74-73, 76ers in the lead. All right, Boyd is on the defense. McIntosh now has the ball. Boyd's on him on the switch. McIntosh is going to try and force one up from the paint. It spins out, but he's fouled on the play, and McIntosh will go to the free throw line. First foul of the quarter on Philadelphia. Seattle already with 4 fouls. As Kennedy McIntosh steps to the free throw line, he connects on the first, and we're tied, 74-74. Ellis back into the game for Philadelphia along with Carter and Sorensen. McIntosh can give Seattle the lead if he hits here, but he left it short. But Cross comes in for the offensive rebound. Cross with a putback attempt off of the missed free throw. That's no good. And Leaks grabs the rebound for Philadelphia. Quick outlet to Lockery. Lockery and Carter want to run. It's 2-on-2 in transition. Carter at the free throw line. Picked up by Snyder. Dumps it to Lockery. Back to Sorensen, the trailer. Ill-advised pass, out of bounds. That's a turnover. Ball goes back to Seattle. (74-74), 8 minutes to play in this one. We're starting from scratch, and the next 8 minutes will decide who moves on to the gold tier of the championship series. Haywood on the outside. Picked up out there by Sorensen. Fade away from 12 feet is too strong, but Freddie Brown comes in there and grabs the rebound. Tipped away by Kennedy McIntosh. Picked up by Brown. Seattle will reset. It's Snyder on the outside. Snyder's got an open look. Free throw line extended, but he is knocked down by Price. That is the second team foul on Philadelphia, and they're going to call that on the floor. Snyder tried to get a shot off, but the foul happened too quickly, and it will be a side out for Seattle with Brisker to inbound. 7:20 to play. We're tied at 74. The inbound comes to Brown on the outside. Dishes it inside to Brisker. Short jump shot by Brisker is off the back of the rim, no good, but he is fouled on the play. That's going to go against Dave Sorensen, and Brisker will head to the free throw line. Brisker with 16 points and 6 rebounds. Looking to give Seattle the lead. He hits the first. John Block returns to the game for Philadelphia. Brisker hits them both. Seattle 76, Philadelphia 74. 7 minutes to go in the game. With it on the outside is Price. They get it inside to Carter. 14 on the shot clock. Carter back to Price, free throw line extended. It's stolen by Snyder. 3-on-1 going the other way. Brown has it in the center of the floor. He's got Brisker on the left. Brisker with the basketball. Back to Brown in the center of the floor. Brown lays it up and good. And just like that, Seattle is back on top by 4. Philadelphia made their run, pulled even, and Seattle has found the counterpunch, and it's a 4-point game, but there's still plenty of time left in this one. Leroy Ellis back into the game for Philadelphia. He's open for another baseline jump shot, but he leaves this one short, and Spencer Haywood rebounds for Seattle. Seattle's going to walk it back the other way. Brown has it on the outside. He's got a wide open look out there. Instead, he finds Brisker down low, and Brisker with a short jump shot is good. Boy, it looked like Brown had his eyes on a jump shot, but then at the last moment found Brisker inside. And just like that, Seattle is back on top by 6. Lockery on the outside. Over the trap, shoots and scores. Boy, he needed that one. Philadelphia had taken a 1-point lead. Seattle fought back with a 7-0 run. And Lockery with that jump shot has stemmed the tide. It's a 4-point game, 6:20 to play. Seattle looks inside to Haywood. His short jump shot is off the rim, no good. Tipped by Fox, no good. Rebound Ellis for Philadelphia. 76ers keeping hope alive. In transition, they find Block down low. In traffic, rises up, shot no good. Rebound tipped out to Carter, and Philadelphia will reset. 6:09 to play. It's a 4-point game. And the announcer is losing his voice. It's Ellis on the baseline. He stops and pops. It's too strong, and the rebound is taken by Fox for Seattle. We're under 6 minutes to play. It's a 4-point game. Seattle is up 80-76 with possession. The pass goes to Snyder on the perimeter. Guarded by Price. His jump shot from deep is off target. Rebounded by John Block for the 76ers. Quick outlet to Lockery, and it is 4-on-1 going the other way. Seattle slow to get back. Lockery dribbles to his left. Dumps it to Carter. Carter in the lane, lays it up, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Brown. That is the 5th team foul on Seattle. Carter will go to the line for 2 shots, and that has put Philadelphia into the bonus for the rest of the ball game. First shot by Carter is good. Carter hits them both, and once again it is a 2-point game. Seattle 80, Philadelphia 78. 5:38 to play to decide this one. Seattle works the perimeter. Brisker finds Haywood on the baseline. The shot by Haywood is around the rim and out, but Jim Fox snags the offensive board for Seattle. Fox on the putback attempt. His short jump shot is good, and the lead is back up to 4, 82-78. Back and forth we go here in Philadelphia. Fans hoping against hope that their beloved 76ers can defy the odds and get into the championship tier of playoffs. Philadelphia goes inside to Ellis. 8 on the shot clock. Reverse layup is around and off the rim. Cleared out of there by Block. Block on the putback. Travels. Wow, missed opportunity there for the 76ers. We're under 5 minutes to play. Seattle leads by 4, and they have possession. 82-78. The open man for Seattle on the baseline is Fox. His jump shot from the perimeter is no good, but he is bodied by Ellis. And that will send Jim Fox to the line for 2 free throws. Fox, a very good shooter for a big man, 81%. His first shot is good. That extends the lead to 5. Can he make it 6? Yes, he can. 84-78 with 4:47 to play. Philadelphia is still hoping to make one last run and get back into this ball game. Plenty of time to do it. They trail by 6. It's Carter at the free throw line, picked up by Brisker. And Brisker picked his pocket and stole it. Nice defense by Brisker. It's 3-on-2 going the other way. Winfield takes the outlet from Brisker. Sends it to Haywood on the baseline. Back to Winfield in the lane. Winfield lays it up. No good. And Price takes the rebound for Philadelphia. Good hustle by the Sixers to get back in transition and deny Seattle the chance to extend the lead. It's still a 6-point game. There's 4.5 to play. John Block on the baseline. Guarded by Haywood, takes the shot. It's too strong, but Haywood got him with the body, and Block will go to the free throw line. He's got 3 to make 2 as Philadelphia is in the bonus. John Block, 7th-year man out of USC. Really putting in a tremendous effort here tonight. It's been a struggle, but he hits the free throw. He's now got 16 points and 13 rebounds. And he'll have another opportunity here. He goes 2 for 2, and the lead is cut to 4. 84-80, 4:18 to play. Seattle with the lead and the basketball. Snyder and Brown, a little 2-man game on the outside. They're trying to get an open look for Snyder, and Freddie Boyd gets into the passing lane and steals it. He pokes it away and grabs the possession for Philadelphia. There's 4 minutes to play. It's a 4-point game. Philadelphia coming back the other way, trying to beat the defense. They find Carter on the baseline. Carter dumps it to Block in the paint. It's off the glass. It's off the rim. It's no good. Block gets his own rebound. Block taking it back up strong. From 10 feet out, he hits it. John Block showing all kinds of stick-to-itiveness on that play. He got his own rebound and put it home, and once again, it is a 2-point game. 84-82. Seattle with the lead and the basketball. 3:49 to play. They go to Haywood. He fakes. He drives the lane. He shoots and scores. Haywood coming up big in the clutch. He's got 25. The lead is back to 4. 3.5 to play. Can the 76ers answer? It's Mike Price on the wing. Gets the screen. Gets the shot off. It's no good. And Haywood clears the glass for Seattle. Still a 4-point game. Philadelphia needs a stop here. Seattle's going to pound it into the paint. Brisker's got it. He's got a mismatch over Carter. But Carter manages to get a piece of it. And Price takes it out of there for Philadelphia. John Brisker thought he had an easy bucket. He's denied by Carter. Philadelphia gets another possession. It's still a 4-point game. 3:12 to play. Philadelphia with the basketball. Running it back the other way. It's Boyd from the outside. He shoots the jump shot and scores, but it's waved off. A controversial call as Brown was called for the foul before the shot. Wave off the basket. Boyd will shoot 2 on the bonus. And Kevin Lockery is beside himself, talking to the referees. They wanted the and 1. Instead, it's going to be a 2-shot foul, and Boyd missed the first free throw. What a turn of events here in Philadelphia. Boyd goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. It's now a 3-point game with 3 minutes to play. It's Brown on the outside. He gets a pick from Haywood. He's got an open look. But Brown used the left arm to clear a path, and that's an offensive foul. That is 5 on Freddie Brown. Boy, tough officiating on both ends of the court here. Neither coach is happy with what has gone down here in the last 30 seconds of play as we come down to the final 3 minutes of action in this 3-point game. Philadelphia looks inside to block. Takes it up against Haywood. The turnaround jump shot no good, but Haywood got him on the hand. That is 5 on Spencer Haywood, and it will be John Block with 3 to make 2. He hits the first. Block can cut it to a 1-point game. And he's got it. 21 points, 14 rebounds for John Block. And with 2.5 minutes to play, it's a 1-point game. 86-85. Seattle with the lead and the basketball. They work the 1-4. Brown has it out on top. He finds Fox open on the baseline. Fox with a perimeter jump shot. Has it knocked away and stolen. John Block with the steal. Quick outlet to Boyd. It's 4 on 1. Philadelphia has a breakout. It's Carter in the center of the floor. He's picked up by Brown. He dumps it to Price on the left. Price lays it up and good. And with 2:14 to play, Philadelphia has taken the lead. 87-86. .214 to play. They run a screen. Brisker on the outside. Fakes, shoots, and scores. A big basket for John Brisker. Puts Seattle back on top by 1. 2 minutes to play. It's a 1-point game here in Philadelphia. 76ers now on the ball. Boyd has it out on top. They clear out for him. He wants to drive. He takes it into the lane. His reverse layup is good. Freddie Boyd has given Philadelphia a 1-point lead. Minute 45 to play. Can Seattle respond? They look to Haywood. Haywood from the baseline. Sets, shoots, and scores! Spencer Haywood hits for Seattle. 90-89. Supersonics in the lead. A minute and a half to play. Does Philadelphia have an answer? Boyd has the ball on the outside. His jump shot from out high is good. Top of the key, Boyd connects. Philadelphia back on top. 91-90. 1:15 to play. It's Seattle's turn. Back and forth we go. Brown looks to distribute. Finds Brisker on the wing. Brisker guarded tightly out there by Carter. 16 on the shot clock. They get it to Brown. Brown on the perimeter is double teamed. He finds Fox on the baseline. Fox has a wide open jump shot from the baseline, and he gets the roll. 92-91, 1 minute to play. Seattle has again taken the lead. Can Philadelphia find the answer? It's Block on the baseline. Picked up out there by Haywood. Now Brisker comes over on the switch, and Block buries the baseline jump shot. John Block now with 23, and it's a 1-point lead for the 76ers. We've probably had half a dozen lead changes here in the last 3 minutes of this ball game, and it is yet to be decided with 46 seconds to play. Seattle now with the ball. This game may come down to whoever gets the final shot. It's Brown on top. Sends it to Haywood on the baseline. Haywood picked up out there by John Block. The jump shot from the perimeter is no good. And the rebound is taken by Mike Price for Philadelphia. It's 4-on-1. Do they push the tempo? What the heck, says Freddie Boyd. It's 4-on-1, and they can put it away with a basket here. John Block on the baseline. Surveys the situation. Finds Carter in the center. And Carter's fouled by Snyder. Smart foul by Dick Snyder. On the floor, it'll be 2 shots for Freddie Carter. He can make it a 3-point game if he can connect on both the shots here. Welcome, Steve Tower. Welcome, Salvador America. You have come to the final moments of a thrilling game. Carter hits the first. It's a 2-point game. Carter missed the second. Rebound to Fox. We've got 30 seconds left to play. And for some reason, Spencer Haywood has gone to the bench. I'm not going to let that happen. We're calling timeout. And we are going to override the computer here. Haywood is tired, but there's no way they're taking him out of this one with a 2-point deficit and 30 seconds to play. He's tired, but he doesn't care. Brisker to inbound for Seattle. They've got 30 seconds to tie the game. They get it inside to Brisker. Brisker's got a mismatch with Freddie Carter in the paint. Can Brisker score this one and tie the game? He's in the middle. He loses control. Haywood picks it up, and Haywood scores it. Oh my goodness. Brisker lost control, and Haywood picked up the loose ball and scored it to tie the game. Ingenious coaching by Dave Little to put Spencer Haywood back into the game in spite of the fatigue warning. And with 19 seconds to play, Philadelphia can hold for the final shot. And if they hit this, they will win and move on to the gold tier of the playoffs. The worst team in history up to date. I think somebody has beaten that record, but 9-72. This was perennially one of the worst teams in basketball history. Good job, Coach Little. Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back. Here's a look for Freddie Carter. It's no good. And Fox takes the rebound. 1 second to play. Can Seattle get a miracle here? As Carter couldn't hit the jump shot. Brisker from the center shoots and scores! Oh my goodness. Heroics by John Brisker as he hits the buzzer beater. And Seattle, on a buzzer beater by John Brisker, has won this one 96-94. What a thrilling conclusion. It looked like Philadelphia was going to take the final shot. Fred Carter took the shot, but left a little too much time on the clock. He missed the shot. Seattle got it, went coast to coast, and with time expiring, it was John Brisker from the baseline who shot and scored. Brisker from about the top of the key, who shot and scored the game winner, and Seattle has pulled out a thriller. Salvador America says, "Are you kidding me?" And I hope D. Scott Howard didn't just have a heart attack on the eve of his 70th birthday. With the conclusion of that one, John Brisker is your hero. He finishes with 24 points, none bigger than the final two, the buzzer beater to put the Supersonics on top, winning Game 3 of this best-of-3 series. And it is the Seattle Supersonics who will go on to meet the Milwaukee Bucks in the gold tier of the playoffs. And the Philadelphia 76ers will go home. And they will go home disappointed. But it was a thriller here tonight in the Philadelphia Spectrum. Your final box score is on the screen. 29 points for Spencer Haywood to lead all scorers and 15 rebounds. 24 for Brisker, including the game winner. 16 and 13 for Jem Fox. For Philadelphia, it was the bigs inside. Ellis 22 and 12, Block 23 and 14. But it all came down to who had the final possession, and that was the Supersonics. Let's take a look at how the scoring breakdown went down the stretch and just see how many lead changes there were coming down the stretch in that fourth quarter. Let's see, it was with 2.5 to play. It was 86-85. Philadelphia took the lead. Seattle took it back. Philadelphia took the lead. Seattle took it back. Philadelphia took the lead. Seattle took it back. Philadelphia took the lead. They got 1 of 2 on the free throws. Haywood tied it with 19, and Brisker won it as the clock expired. Steve Tower, was Doc Rivers coaching this Philadelphia team? Instant classic. Thanks, Dave. Thank you, everybody. Great night here in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. What an exciting game it was. Seattle is your winner, 96-94. And we'll go ahead and record that in the brackets. Seattle comes away 96-94. And it will be Seattle moving up into the championship bracket where they will meet the Milwaukee Bucks. Probably no game next week as we're going to be setting things up for the NBL All-Star game. So in 2 weeks, we will be back and we will start the gold tier of the playoffs. I'll probably start with Chicago and New York in the 4-5 matchup. The New York Knicks actually won the championship in 72-73, so we'll see if they can match that effort, but they've got a tough row to hoe if they're going to get there. They've got to get through Chicago, Milwaukee, who had the best record in the gold division, and of course Golden State and the very dangerous Los Angeles Lakers in the other half of that bracket. So that will get started in 2 weeks. And until then, thanks everybody. Salvador America, Steve Tower, D. Scott Howard, Dave Gardner, Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, Captain Carl 8, Zalapsky Smurf. Thank you to everybody for checking out tonight's ball game. That's our stream, and